Thanks everyone, I'm back here again with another NHL season preview, and today I am doing another Atlantic Division team, and I am doing the Montreal Canadiens. And first off, I want to say I have the Montreal Canadiens finishing 6th in the division, and sadly I'm making the playoffs, and I will get into that later in the video. And early off in the season, the Canadiens are in some big trouble, and I will discuss that. And I want to thank everyone for the recent support in my videos. It means a lot. And I'm going to keep on pumping out these previews. I'm almost done with them. I think I have like 12 more teams left. So just bear with me. I'm going to finish them for you guys. So let's take a look at the lineup. First line. It's a very good first line. I am in love with it. It starts on the left side with Max Pacioretty. Great typical power forward. Goes dirty areas. He's the captain, heart and soul. He's a great dude on and off the ice. He does great things for Montreal. He's 35. Last year he scored 35 goals, 32 assists, 67 points. He's definitely getting around the same points this year. I would expect him to get 30, 35 goals again. He's great on the power play. He has a great shot. That's never a question with him. He has great work ethic every night. Got him off to a great start this video. He has great work ethic. He tries every shift. He's battling out there. And then at first line center, the big trade with Mikhail Sergachev and all them, Jonathan Drouin. Now, I believe playing first line center, this kid will rip it up in Montreal this year because he's been giving every opportunity in the world to succeed in Montreal. He's been giving every bit of ice time he needs. He's been giving every bit of power play time, every bit of 5-on-5 time. He's going to put in every single situation to succeed. Now, that's great, and I think he'll do great. Last year he had 21 goals, 32 assists, 53 points. I think he gets 30, 35 goals this year and 40 assists. That'd be a great season for him. He's a shifty player, hard to defend, great speed, great shot, has a nose for the net, and he plays with another player, much like Max Pacioretty, in Brendan Gallagher on the right side. Last year, 10 goals, 19 assists, 29 points. Brendan Gallagher, he's a great player. He has a great motor, doesn't give up on the plays, out there working every shift, like I said. Has a good shot. He fights for your team. He's a good player. All good things. I love that first line. It's not the best first line, but it's a serviceable first line that can get stuff done. And then the second line left wing. I'm curious to see what Charles Hudon can do. Last year, AHL, I was impressed with him. I saw him come down once, and I saw him one game in the AHL last year. And he had 27 goals, 22 assists, 49 points. He seemed like a clutch goal scorer. Whenever you needed a goal, seemed like he could step up. So he seemed like he would just always step up. Like I said, he's a great player, it seems like. I'm curious to see if he can step in the top 6 role in Montreal and succeed. Then second line center is Thomas Plekanec. And last year he had 10 goals, 18 assists for 20 points. Now, he's been on decline. He's getting up there in age. I would like to see him reduce the third line, maybe at some point during the season, because he's not as fast as he used to be. I don't think he's a top 6 center. And then he goes to dirty areas. He's a good player. Like I said, that's never been a question. It just, his speed's gone, and he's not as young as he used to be. And then second line right wing is Arturi Lehkonen. Last year in the playoffs, or not in the playoffs, last year in the regular season, he had 18 goals, 10 assists, 20 points. Decent numbers out of a prospect. Curious to see if he can bump up in the 20, 21 goal range this year. He's a playmaker, seems like. He's good with the puck, good vision, good hands, decent skater. Let's see if we can make up with that. This third line, I think could rip it up this year. I can expect some big things out of it. Galchenyuk, I have playing the wing, and last year he had 17 goals, 27 assists, 44 points. Everybody wants him out of Montreal. I don't know why. I personally like him as a player, but like I said, he's a playmaker, great hands, good vision, decent skater. He's decent on the power play. You can rely on him on 5-on-5. And then his center is Philip Deneau. I want to see if he can get in a 15 to 20 goal range this year and have his breakout year. Last year he had 13 goals, 27 assists, 40 points. That's decent numbers out of a player. As a third line center, that's what you want. And he's a reliable 5-on-5. And he was good, and I'm pretty sure he scored a few timely goals in the playoffs. And he was good in the second power play unit, centering that too. And then Logan Shaw. No, not Logan Shaw. It's in Anaheim. Andrew Shaw. My apologies. He'll drop the gloves for your team. He can score every now and then. He's good 5-on-5. He's a good penalty killer. All around, great player. Last year, 12 goals, 17 assists, 29 points. Good numbers as your third line winger. You know what to expect out of him. I like him there. Paul Byron, you're going to get consistently, I think, 20-25 goals out of him. I really like Paul Byron. Last year he had 22 goals, 21 assists for 43 points. Great numbers out of him. And then his fourth line center, Jacob Delarose. Last year in the AHL, 14 goals, 17 assists, 31 points. I'm curious to see if he can get maybe 10 goals this year in his rookie season. That'd be good numbers out of him. He's a smallish player, so he needs to use his skating to his advantage, and he needs to use his playmaking abilities to his advantage as well. I'm curious to see how he's going to transition to the NHL, much like Charles Hudon. And then Torrey Mitchell is playing wing. I have Ales Hemsky scratched. Mitchell last year, 8 goals, 9 assists, 17 points. That's what you're going to get him this stage in his career. He's not the scorer he used to be. So, now, this defense is why I have Montreal 6th. Ever since last offseason and expansion, this defense has gotten in shambles. Your only good player, your only legitimate at this stage in his career, still top 4 defenseman, is Shea Weber. Your first line lefty is Matei, or however you say his name. In the OHL, he had 15 goals, 29 assists, 44 points. That's good numbers. I'm curious to see how he transitions to the NHL. When I watch Montreal games this year, I'm gonna watch him just to see if he's confident with the puck, just to see how he plays in general. Like I said, Shea Weber, really like him as a defensive defenseman. He's one of my favorite defensive defensemen in the league. Last year, 17 goals, 25 assists, 42 points. He killed it in Montreal. And he's good, reliable, 5-on-5 and penalty killer. And he's good. He's good back there. And then Carl Alsner, second line lefty. Last year, 3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points. He's not as fast as he used to be. He'll probably get around 3 goals again this year. So we can expect out of him. Don't expect him to score a lot. Jeff Petrie, 8 goals, 20 assists, 28 points. He'll probably quarterback the second power play unit unless they put Matei, which it's either be him or Matei quarterback the second power play because Weber's going to be back there. So actually, Matei's probably out there. So Petrie probably won't be playing power play. So, but Petrie, he's good penalty killer, like I said. Reliable 5-on-5. Brendan Davidson, last year, no goals, 3 assists, 3 points. He's reliable 5 on. He's just an alright serviceable defenseman. Then Jordy Ben, the man with the magnificent beard. If I must say so myself. Last year, 4 goals, 13 assists, 17 points. He's a reliable defensive defenseman. He's good penalty killer. He's good 5-on-5, so we can get him. The reason that you might finish higher than 6th and maybe battle for a wild card is Carey Price. Now, last night, or the night before, that game against Washington was bad for Price. The 6-1 game, yeah, that game. Price last year, 923 save percentage. That's great numbers. That's elite numbers at your first or your starting goalies. Carey Price is elite. He's the best goalie in the league, in my opinion. Last year, he also had 2.23 GA. He's the best goalie in the league, hands down. And then his backup's Al Montoya. Last year, he had good numbers too. 912 save percentage, 2.67 GA. Your goaltending is not going to be a problem, I don't think, this year. And it's the defense. And I don't know what you do to fix it. Because you can't trade anything on offense to fix it, because then you hurt your offense. And you trade your prospects in the summer to help your offense. And but trading to help your offense, you hurt your defense. So, I don't know. So, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. So, hit the notification bell. Comment what videos you guys want to see, and I'll hit you guys a video tomorrow. So, thanks for watching, and peace, guys. Have a great day.